Hello and welcome to Chicagoland Career Pathways. My name is Becca Senator. I'm the Directory Administrator of Chicagoland Career Pathways, and I'm super excited to walk you through the Pathway Builder today. So you can navigate to the Pathway Builder either through the menu on the site or by going directly to careerpathways.net/builder. And when you get here, you'll see two buttons. The first one on the left is the instructions button. If you click that, you'll be brought to a page with text and visual explanations of how to use the builder, as well as this video. If you click on this start button on the right, that will get you right into the builder. So we're going to go ahead and start exploring it. We're going to talk through it. I'm going to show you all the main features, and then I'm going to send you on your way to explore. So this first choice that you have to make is the field that you want to explore. For now, we only have one field, information technology, but keep an eye here. We're going to continue to expand our offerings to include plenty of other career fields. In this case, information technology, you'll see you have the name of the field, the description of the field, and this button that says click to explore this field. When you click that button, that brings up our directory and shows only those programs that are in that career field, in this case, information technology. Once you've selected a field, you can go ahead and click on this information technology button. And then the next choice you have to make is what career path you'd like to explore. Career paths are ways of moving through and advancing in a particular career field. In this case, for information technology, we have two paths mapped out: networking, cloud computing, and cybersecurity, as well as web development and programming. Now, for each of these career paths, you'll see a description of that path, the types of jobs or activities that might be involved in that pathway, the median salary range from the low end to the high end that you might earn on that pathway, as well as the future outlook for that pathway. And that just means, how do we expect this job to look in the future, this pathway to look in the future? Is it growing? Is it declining? Is it going to stay about the same? And you'll see that there. Now, if there's ever terminology or data on any of these pages that you want to know more about or don't totally understand, you can click on this question mark button in the top right here. It's labeled help, and that will open this help menu. Here you'll see a description of how this page works, what you should be selecting, the types of terminology that we're using here, as well as links out to everywhere that we get our data from. So if you ever want to explore any of this information for yourself, you always can. Now we're going to click out of that help section there, and I'm going to select one of these career paths. In this case, I'm selecting web development and programming. The next choice I have is to make my first step. And these are the initial programs that you can go into with no prior knowledge, no prior learning, nothing but excitement for your career. So we're seeing a bunch of programs here. We're seeing 4 in this case. And for each program, we see the name of the program or the type of program. You see a description of the program, an estimated length, that's a range, and an estimated tuition, that's also a range. And these are based on the programs that we have in our directory. So they might change over time depending on, what types of programs we have and the types of offerings that they have. You'll also see this button that says click to explore programs like this one. And if you click that, that will again take you back to the directory page, where you'll see all of those programs that fit under that category. In this case, these are all tech support boot camps. Something else I want to point out here is we looked at this help button in the top right corner. Directly to the left of it, you'll see this back button. If you ever get to any part in the builder and you want to go back, make a different choice, you can click that back button and it will take you back one screen, one choice, and you can change that choice if you want. To the left of that button, you'll see the start over arrow. That's an arrow going in a circle, and if you click that, that'll take you all the way back to the select a field page. That way you can start over from scratch and choose a completely different pathway. So once you select your program, you'll be offered a few job titles to choose from. And these are jobs that you can get directly out of after coming out of that program. So in this case, we have customer service representative and computer user support specialist. For each job title, you'll see a description of the job, as well as the entry, median, and experienced wages. And these are the amount of money that you'll be paid per hour. Keep in mind that while these are estimates, we again, in the help section, tell you where this information comes from. Keep in mind that your experience here may vary depending on the employer, your skill level, and your education level. You might be compensated differently. And again, if you want to learn more about this job, you can go ahead and click the button that says click to learn more about this job. and that will pull up careeronestop.org, which has a lot of really great information about this occupation that we really encourage you to explore. A lot of great info here. Now we'll select a job title, and as you go through, you'll go between programs and job titles until you either get to the end of the pathway that we've built, or you select this gray button here at the top that says, I want to end my pathway here and finish with my last selected job title. When you click that, that will take you to this final screen where you'll see a summary of the choices that you made. These blue rectangles here are the programs you selected, and the red ones are the job titles. You'll also see these things called your pathway stats. Now, this takes all of the programs that you've been through, as well as the final job title you selected, and gives you kind of a summary of the info that you've collected. So this is the estimated time that you'll spend in the career training programs that you've selected in total. Again, this is a range, this is a minimum to a maximum, depending on what types of programs you might select. And the estimated cost of those career training programs. Remember that this cost doesn't take into account any financial aid, grants, loans, anything like that that you might take out to help finance that journey. So while a program might cost $8,000 total, it might cost different for you because you have some kind of grant or financial aid or scholarship from that program. So keep that in mind. And then finally, you'll see this final wage range, which takes this last title that you selected and shows you what the wage range is from entry level to experience level for that job title. The last thing I'm going to show you here is this Save My Results button. If you really like the pathway that you've just built, you want to save it, you want to keep it for yourself and revisit later, or you want to share it with a mentor, a guide of some kind, a counselor, you can go ahead and do that. And when you open up that PDF, you'll see it just takes a screenshot of the page for you to access later on. And that's about it. That's everything that I have to show you. We're really excited for you to play around with this tool and hope that it helps you start to get an idea of what your path might look like and start to get really excited about your career in your future. So as you're going through, if you have any kind of feedback you want to send to us, feel free to go to this Contact Us page and send us a message. We always love to hear feedback. If you have anything you want to improve, anything you really loved, please let us know. And as always, subscribe to our newsletter so that you can get an update when we do add those career fields and any other exciting features after the Pathway Builder. Thank you so much and enjoy, have fun. And I hope you learned something. I hope you get excited. And we can't wait to hear from you soon.